This section will deal with the validity of the Cuban Revolution 50 years after declaring its socialist character. Our guest is a child of the Revolution, born after the Revolution, and he has grown up and been shaped and experienced by the actual living, breathing Cuban Revolution. Reinaldo is a well-known, award-winning Cuban journalist. He has worked as a TV presenter, broadcaster, author of a number of books. He has been interviewed and appeared on CNN television and other American television stations. He's interviewed Bill Clinton and one other US president. Jimmy McCartan. He has been a popular, well-known broadcaster in Cuba itself, and has spoken on Latin America and the Cuban experience about all those things. So he is someone who is well placed to give us an insight into the validity of the Cuban Revolution. As I say, he is a child of and a product of the Cuban Revolution. The Cuban Revolution continues to live, continues to breathe, continues to show example to the peoples of the world. It is an example of a nation that has struggled to end centuries of colonial domination and exploitation. It has experienced many, many advances and also setbacks. It is clear to any objective observer that the Cuban Revolution has transformed the lives of millions of Cuban people. It has allowed the children of workers, of the peasants, of the poor, of the oppressed, and once marginalized people illiterate and discriminated against, has allowed them to fulfill their dreams, to become the active forces in the struggle to build a new Cuba. Not just to build a new Cuba, but to build a new world. The Cuban Revolution has not only transformed the lives of Cuban people, it has impacted on the lives of millions of oppressed people across the globe. The Cuban Revolution is both national and international, its impact and its consequences. The Cuban Revolution has actively empowered its people to take responsibility for the development and deepening of the revolutionary process. If we counter this with our society driven by fear, which is manufactured by the media in order to manufacture the desired political and economic outcome, that there is no other way forward other than for our country and our people to transfer billions of euros of wealth from working people to the European Union, banks and global financial houses for decades to come. Our people are discouraged from being active. They've been encouraged to remain passive. Their aspirations are managed to accept their lot. This is a stark contrast to the Cuban Revolution, the Cuban Revolution has unleashed the power of the people. They are consciously and actively changing their society. Their revolution has survived invasion, terrorism, blockade by the United States, yet it stands firm. It has resisted the ideological and political subversion and economic restrictions of the other major imperial bloc, the European Union. As with Cuba today, imperialism cloaks its actions in humanitarian actions. With those few words, I once again call upon Reinaldo Taladrid to address this conference today about the ongoing validity of the Cuban Revolution. Good afternoon.